Manchester City and Newcastle. When the draw for the last 8 was made, it was the Toon who were handed the toughest task of all, a visit to the home of the reigning Premier. The usual understated welcome from the stadium announcer at the Etihad, welcoming the champions of England, the champions of Europe, and as he always points out, the champions of the world. And away we go. On a fairly
he's really come into his own. When you listen to Guardiola, the way that he speaks about him now, you know, he goes back to
Manchester City. Going down on Lascelles, Silva. Walker can deliver. Haaland. Free kick goes in the Norwegian and City's favour. And Murphy playing an interesting ball that Diaz gets an important piece of. Bernardo Silva. Outside him is Walker. Haaland. Gordon slipping it through for Doku.
ends up being...
That was a late challenge.
We've seen in the early few minutes.
City moving with purpose, and he has options either side. Bruno Guimaraes for Newcastle. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Deflection en route and a goal, which Bernardo Silva will claim, albeit it arrived with a hefty slice of fortune about it.
Always said for Manchester City it was going to be all about patience, and it's exactly what they did. You see Newcastle just drop in and drop in and drop in. Bernardo Silva picks the ball up, and then he just looks to...
Erling Haaland. Kovacic again with the scoop pass, and Dubravka foils the big striker. Longstaff. Be at Wembley last June.
Make any changes.
Gordon. Lascelles.
It's in the final. Incredible.
They did. Keith Houchin's famous diving header.
Through the middle or going down one of the wings.
Bruno Guimaraes. Murphy will go for the return. Phil Foden. Doku. Haaland pointing and wanting it played, and Doku declined to release and then is hauled to the floor. And it costs a yellow to another Newcastle central defender, this time Lascelles. It's dumped Manchester City out of the League Cup. Manchester. Stanley was remarking the lack of depth in the squad. Horribly. Isak. Bernardo Silva. Thought he had an angle, and indeed he scores again. And once more, it's not exactly the cleanest of strikes. Dubravka left wrong-footed and befuddled. Well might he shake his head, because Manchester City are in complete control.
Well, we'll have another look at this one. But from the first take, the first look at it, it looks like Dubravka should be saving it. It's really good play from Walker initially because he creates the space for Bernardo Silva.
Here's Doku. What it does do is more accurately reflect Manchester City's dominance. Jacob Murphy. Dan Burn. And Isak with the chance. Best opportunity that Newcastle have fashioned so far. Jeremy Doku. Lovely balance. Wild shot to finish it off. It's Foden. Lovely sleight of foot. Chance that he fashioned entirely through his own brilliance. Could be trouble here for Newcastle. It's Doku. And that took a deflection too, but didn't loop in. Instead, it's out for a corner.
I was half expecting that one to do the same thing. Every strike.
Mistake by Lascelles. Doku. Dubravka saves the day. Foden. Haaland. And another Dubravka save. Kovacic. Score at the Etihad in the quarter-final of the Cup. Manchester City 2, A Cup semi-final. Guardiola in charge of his 40th FA Cup tie today.
Together, but Newcastle haven't been able to master that at the moment. So,
goes Gvardiol. Jeremy Doku with the give and go. Doku! Decent save by Dubravka. Doku.
You go back to the game, the Manchester derby, if you snore or Manchester City, you are going to choose those other three clubs first.
Here's Haaland! Well, he had Newcastle in mass retreat there.
From home, it's very, very different.
Rodri nipping in. And winning a corner. Deflection on the cross. With the looping trajectory. Awkward for Cher, there's Gvardiol, who's denied the possibility of a first City goal by yet another deflection. Gvardiol. Dan Burn, and Willock wasn't expecting the pass. And Burn's frustration spilling over.
Finds himself in a really good position. I think if he could, and he could take that back, I think he would have gone for the strike.
And of course, we will be in Manchester. Bernardo Silva, Kyle Walker, standing one up, and Dubravka claims it at the second attempt. Guimaraes. Brought out by Foden, who is tripped. And painful. Attack. Isak trying to get round Akanji, and Akanji recovers and blocks behind.
It's brilliant defending from Akanji.
Chelsea. Haaland. Spins away for a corner. Murphy's kick. And the header lacking direction. It is not always the most animated or noisy. Here's Foden.
So he'll be waiting for a Newcastle player will get frustrated, step out of position because he wants.
That's a goal kick. Bernardo Silva. It's the fourth FA Cup tie of the season. They've scored. And Newcastle. Gvardiol. Haaland. Kovacic.